welcome back to
Alright.
the NTW NTW podcast, mate. No time wasted podcast, no, kidding.
Alright, episode 5. Here we
The Skibbity podcast. is
Shut
next
the
to-
fuck up. You fucking...
What's your interpretation, basically? You gotta say what you gotta say, brother. This guy's just die.
Nah, bro. You're
Die
an
podcast.
Down syndrome.
Ain't no Down syndrome.
So
Oh,
today,
yeah,
we've got
so-
special guest Mexican
Yeah,
on.
for any real there is.
Introduce yourself.
Real.
Yo. Yeah, so my name's Joseph, so-called Mexican. The
Thy
sexy one,
Mexican.
the handsome one. Yeah,
Yes.
that's me.
And yeah, first featured episode. So we got him set up. About to spread his origin story to you all.
When you said spread, I was like preparing myself for you to say something fucking like, yeah, Max spread his cheeks or something.
Nah.
Like you
Hey,
always
yo,
say.
chill.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
alright,
he's
mate.
trying
You
to
can
fry
keep
me
your bedroom
first.
Yeah.
fantasies to yourself.
Ain't no
alright?
my bedroom fantasies
I
are
don't need to hear 'em.
Mexicans, eh, Mex?
You can keep...
I have fantasies, but they don't involve you.
I didn't even say me, you fuck.
Mate,
Bloke's
you
trying to
don't
frame
need
me. We don't. None of us are gay, but when we make gay jokes, we don't like to. We're not trying to be rude to gays. We're just trying to be.
Excepting for
This
Kyle's
is-
fetishes.
every
you know?
time-
You know, Carl's fetishes.
Every time something controversial comes up, we always have to put our quick little disclaimer in, don't we, Cole?
Yes,
Yeah,
disclaimers needed
it is needed.
because we don't mean it as any rudeness to anyone. It's just,
Yeah, obviously, we're
just
never...
mates joking around with mates.
That's all it is. Just
Right,
a bit
mates.
of fun.
Yeah,
Now,
it may sound serious, but
I'll
just
tell you
shits and
people-
gigs.
If anyone doesn't know, Mexican is actually Mexican.
Yes.
And he has an origin story to tell us about how we what, Max? Tell us. This
Where
origin
shall we
story.
begin?
The school. He was telling me about the school to begin with, weren't you, Max?
Alright, so the school, eh? So that's approximately...
300 BC. The school bell rang.
So back over in Mexico,
Yeah.
you were on holiday or what?
Well, the plan was to go for a 9-month holiday, right? See the grandparents, see the cousins.
That's a fucking vacation, 9 months.
Why-
Were you pregnant or something, Mexico?
Oh,
I mean,
no, no.
Mexican.
It's not me personally, you know.
Bloke
but-
needs to talk into the mic. People are just going to be hearing. Yeah, so, yeah, it's Mexican.
There you go, you're hooked up now.
Yeah, yeah.
He's getting used to it. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, it's the first time doing all this stuff, so I'm good to get used to the mechanics.
Yeah,
and
that's
shit.
alright, mate. It is what it is. Any parts that we need to cut out, we'll cut out. But yeah, you're over on your 9-month pregnancy vacation. And then you what? Your mum tried to enlist you into what?
Yeah.
She tried to enlist me into like this third well-looking school, man.
Well,
Like no joke. It was like one mango tree in the middle of the whole school. No garden, just brick
Mexican's,
floor.
Mexican's lunch was sorted.
Mangoes, 1 mango per day.
Climbs up the tree to get
Like
a
no
mango.
joke. This school was just pure rubbish. Mangoes everywhere on the floor, bricked floor, scungiest wooden like lockers for the kids and
Yeah.
stuff. And I was looking around, I'm like, there's no way mum is sending us here, bro. Like, this is like some cartel looking
You didn't like it?
mafia shit.
And what'd your mum
No.
say?
This is a beautiful school. I quite like it. It will be quite good for my children.
Your mum's like, the architecture's there's not even a door. I like thy windows, and
The
it's no
architecture.
windows.
That's
Oh.
a vault.
Yeah, the bloody. So what? Wooden bloody, like bag racks or whatever you were talking about. Fucking lockers.
Yeah, bro. These
Proper
lockers
wood.
were just proper, just like the most like.
Bloody got Pedro
It
to
was
bloody
like a little kid built
carve
it.
it.
It was just pure dog shit.
Yeah.
Dog shit.
Yeah, like
Oh,
it
they
it
were
was
dog shit.
So
Yeah,
what'd
yeah.
you do? You came over instead to Australia and joined Taminman. That was your better option. It was either...
Well, technically, it was born in Darwin
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Went to Mexico for a bit. Came back. Went back to Mexico.
Yeah.
Came back to Australia. Lived down in Alice Springs for a bit.
Yep, shout out.
Things got messed up.
Hometown.
It's true. He was born and bred there.
Yeah, good place.
Yeah, Adam was
Isn't that
born on
crazy?
the
We
fucking
both-
mountain.
We both went to school there in Alice Springs.
Full bloody Game of Thrones. Your mum was sitting there up on the mountain.
What? Anyway, me and Max both went to school in Alice. And we
There
stayed
was
there,
no
right,
easy
for
jump
years.
off it.
Neither of us ran into each other, eh?
Nah.
But you were north side, I was south side. So
Yeah, I was like in the like poor, you know.
What?
yeah,
community.
West side.
Lara Pinta.
West side.
Bro, it was that sketchy. I had this friend
Yeah.
Vietnamese chick, right? We'd always just play in the dark and the day.
Oh.
What
in
the
morning.
fuck? Yeah, this
Joe.
Vietnamese chick
Let
used
me-
to play in the
let me just
dark.
Playing in the dark.
Let me re-clarify that.
Wait.
We would play from morning till evening time.
Yes,
In more appropriate terms of English.
church appropriate, eh, mate?
Yeah, but it got to the point where we just stayed up so late outside, we would just see like a whole tribe of Aboriginals just staring at us. We'd be like, fuck this cunt. Let's go back to yours and just play on the piano and just... Like, it was weird though, because she had like this rope in the middle of her room, and we would just climb that shit and
Whoa.
just jump off into
What
her
is
bed.
this? So first you share your time in the dark, and then you play on the rope together. This
Yeah.
sounds more like a bloody
Nah.
sex swing or something you're talking about.
Nah, bro, we were like 11 at the time.
But yeah, so that was your lifestyle in the Mexican realm of Mexico, eh, man?
Oh, this was in the Alice Springs realm.
Oh, yeah.
The Mexican realm is the second time we went back.
Getting mixed up on the timeline,
Bloke-
Cole.
Bloke's like full Assassin's Creed. He's got 100 different timelines, don't you, mate?
Yeah, pretty much do. Yeah. Mexico, Alice Springs, New South Wales, Narooma, Perth, WA. Vic for like 1 week or something.
Bloke's more Australian than Mexican. God just gave you a drop of Mexican blood to make you look Mexican. He's more Aussie than me, cunt.
Yeah, well, you know, you got an Aussie dad, don't you?
Yeah, I'm a little half-breed, you know.
There you
If
go.
you
Mex
see
blood.
Max's dad when he was younger, spitting image.
Mm.
Looks
Yeah, you're gonna have to
exactly
get
the
Douglas for
same.
that.
That's
Like,
unreal.
That's
photos.
unreal.
Mexican's dad isn't Mexican, but he looks just like Joe, so...
It's true. You know, he was like skinny like me when he was young.
Mm.
And I mean, no disrespect to him now, but bloke's a
Yeah,
bit
bloke-
fat. And then I'm like hoping I get that fatness, you know, when I'm older.
He wants that dad bod.
Yeah, man.
He wants
That's what-
that dad bod.
That's what some women are after, so if that's what Joe needs to
the
pull,
Mexican
that's
dad
what it is.
bod.
If you have the dad bod, you
How's
get
that-
the milk
how's that
bods
chick's
later on in the
on-
bed.
There was like this chick on Instagram that she's like, if you haven't tried this, you haven't had that Latina mummy. That's gonna be you, but the
Oh,
dad
yeah,
version.
yeah.
That's gonna be you, but the dad
It's like
version.
one with the quesadillas, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like the
Yeah.
bloke's like, "No, bro, it's a fucking trap. Don't do it." I can confirm, Mexican people are fucking crazy cunts.
Yeah.
The boy just bags his own race out, comes out
Bro,
like.
I was doing my washing, and I put the clothes on the washing machine so I can chuck mine in
Yeah.
to chuck into the dryer later. And then this is me. Oh, whose washing is this? My mum walks up to me, comes up to my ear. Don't fucking put those on the washing machine. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bloke's out to make a hate crime against his family right now. He's gonna shout them all out. Now my sister, she did this. Oh,
Well, Joe, what else happened? What got thrown out today? On today's episode of Joe's Things Getting Tossed Out.
My
Oh.
toothbrush. I was trying to clean my
What?
teeth, and then I'm like, where's my toothbrush? What do you mean, Jill? Where's my toothbrush? Oh, that toothbrush. Yeah, we chucked it out. I'm like,
what the fuck?
so now I'm out here rocking like breathless toothpaste flavored
Oh,
mouth.
It's alright. We've all been there, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3-day driving trips happen like that.
You
Fucking
just
hell.
gotta rough it out, Joe.
Rough it and tough it, mate.
Nah.
Oh, well, we were at Woolies earlier. We could have grabbed one, but
You should
we're
have.
too in the moment.
What do you mean?
We were looking at Tim Tams at the time, so.
Yeah.
Tampons?
Tim Tams.
Oh, I heard something completely fucking different, I will say. Oh, but how's them bloody thirst traps on Instagram, I tell ya?
Yeah, not gonna lie, they're low-key good, but you gotta
What?
be careful, like.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that statement. Like, it gets you in the mood.
Yeah,
you
I'll
know
let
what
you
I
explain this one.
Oh, don't you grab my leg like that, this guy. No,
Bloke thinks it's a thirst trap already. Sauce.
Well, you should have seen what Cole... He was scrolling through his feed just before while we were setting up, and he finds this video, shows it to us, and what was it? A curveball, wasn't it, Cole?
Wait, what?
You thought it was a woman, but what was it? It was a Thailand special.
they are just, they're disgusting.
Yeah.
They get you so bad too. They'll be like, I remember seeing a video. Okay, look, I'm accepting of people that want to be like that, but I will say one
Here's the
thing.
disclaimer.
I will say one thing. You gotta tell them. Come on. Like, I remember seeing a video where this chick was like, after 3 years of dating, I'm finally gonna tell my boyfriend I'm a transgender. Can
The
you-
one that got married to a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
And-
dude married that other dude.
like,
The tranny.
look, you know, you're allowed to do what you want, but come on, you still got to let people know. I don't want to be pulling no pants down and go like, oh damn, this chick's hot. Holy fuck, that's a fucking dude, and like a dick whip out. Like, come on.
And
Come on.
it's fucking bigger than yours.
That would murder you away. You pull
Me?
the pants down. No, that would murder you away if you pull the pants down. Then fucking it's a dude, and two, the dick's bigger than yours. That would
Right.
fucking kill you. By
God,
10
yep,
inch, it
I'm
comes
a
out.
head out.
Max like psych.
What's it called? TBC.
It's gonna be on the news. Guy jumps off balcony. It's Max. Fucking deuces. Get the fuck out of there.
Hey, Joe's a
Fucking
child of
dolphin
God,
dive
mate.
out of the building.
Aren't you, Joe? Child of God.
Yeah.
I am a child of God.
Saving it for marriage, aren't you, mate?
Exactly. That's why we're getting married tonight, boys.
Oh, nah.
Well, since we're on the topic of trannies, we might as well make you into a bitch.
Nah.
What do you reckon?
Oh,
What are you
oh,
saying?
that had to kill me. Oh, fucking hell. But yeah.
Just for shits and gigs, guys.
Yeah. Max is just a funny one, people.
I'm not sexist.
He's not sexist at all. He has sex with its, hey, don't you, Max?
It's the
Accepting
clown.
of all.
Exactly. Wait, what do
Oh.
you mean by that? Accepting of all.
You know, for people that don't know Adam's origin story, he was born on a mountain. The
No,
mountain of
fucking
fucking Alice
wasn't.
Springs.
I was born in Alice Springs.
On
in
the
the
mountain.
hospital, not in a fucking mountain.
Yeah,
Oh,
cut. Right at the
shit.
top.
Hey?
That would have stunk in the hospital.
Oh, we're getting cancelled. Disclaimer. Give him a disclaimer.
Yeah, I won't mention details, but
That's not our
It's
disclaimer.
right, it's right. Look at it. It means stop talking about it.
Basically, you got to apologise without saying what you're apologising for. Get to it.
Max is new to the whole, you got to be sort of church appropriate on these podcasts, eh, Max?
yeah, it's true.
But anyway, you're born on a mountain. Continue.
I wasn't born in a fucking mountain. I was born in Alice Springs. It's basically like a crater, you know. 'Cause it's got
That's
the
what I'm
huge
saying. Born on a fucking
Well,
mountain.
actually,
But
it is. Simpsons Gap and shit like
McDonald Ranges all around it.
that. Been
yeah.
there.
Yeah. Good old McDonald's. Anyway, continue.
Shit. What do you mean continue?
Wait, want to know your origin story?
Alright, my origin story. So, I was born at a young age.
In a
Very
mountain.
young age.
Born in Alice Springs, the centre of Australia.
Yes.
Lived there 12 years before my family up and moved. Went to New South Wales for a couple of years.
Hey,
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Whereabouts?
Yep. Lake Macquarie. So I was in a little town.
Wondory.
I was at Naruma,
So-
next to a lake too.
I'm
Had a
hearing
lake
the
house.
most fucking made up names right now. I'm hearing
12
Lake
years.
Macquarie, Wondory, fucking Montgomery, like
12 years
Naruma.
in Alice,
Yeah.
and then 2.5 years in New South Wales. After that, came up to Darwin. I've been here for about 5 or 6 years so far. And I can just say, the weather in Alice, unbeatable. Beautiful, I reckon.
hot and then cold.
It's just nice, mate. It's not as humid and sweaty as it is in Darwin. You can actually
Yeah.
go outside. You can do a bit of manual labour. You can do work on stuff without just absolutely drenching yourself in sweat. And then
Yeah,
New
buddy,
South
that's
Wales.
freezing.
Yeah,
New South Wales
bullshit.
shits me. do you mean
Victoria's
fucking
better.
bullshit?
Victoria's better. That's
Mate.
where I was born.
You get actual
Kyle
sunlight with a
fucking-
breeze in Alice.
You want a Kyle origin
breeze.
story? I was born in Mildura.
You were born in
Mildura.
5 different locations according to your history. You were born in a hurricane. I remember back in school you were telling us you were born in a hurricane.
That is so fucking bullshit.
Then you're born in Victoria. Then you're born in New South Wales.
I've never
Then
seen.
you're born on a farm.
Let
but then
me-
you're actually born in Darwin. 'Cause
Let
you went
me-
to preschool with
Let
Douglas.
me explain
that's
my
cap.
whole
That's not
origin
real.
story.
Did
So
you go to preschool with Douglas?
yes, I did.
So how are you?
I did. So there's a school photo.
What school did he go to?
Bees Creek.
Ah, bro, he went to Berry Springs.
That's bullshit.
Near
He went,
Bees
to,
Creek.
he went to Bees Creek with me, cunt. This is a fucking school photo. Anyway,
Yeah.
alright, let me tell you origin story because Adam's got it all mixed up. So what he means by Victoria and New South Wales, I was born in Mildura, which is on the border of Victoria and New South Wales. So you cross a bridge from Boronga to like Deakin Avenue. I forget what the friggin' part of town is anyway. You cross that bridge and you're straight into New South Wales.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So it's right on the fucking border. So when COVID was happening, you had to check in every time you crossed that because you were changing borders. How crazy is that?
Wouldn't that shit you?
Oh, I
Wait,
fucking
where's
would.
this again?
Mildura.
Yeah, which state?
Victoria and New South Wales. I literally explained this. Max slowed down. But anyway, and then I went from there to. I was only like there for like a little while, and then I moved to Darwin, where I went to preschool and kindergarten. You fuckheads. I fucking listen to your origin stories. You can't.
Kindergarten. Last I checked, it was called transition.
Oh, it is called transition, but a lot of people don't know it as transition.
A lot of people in Australia
it goes transition,
would,
preschool, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year etc. But anyway, moved to here, went to Bees Creek, fucking best school ever, went to. Then went to Queensland, then back to Victoria, then back to Queensland, then to Darwin again. And
Just
I've
keep
been here
in mind, he told us he was born in Queensland one time.
I've never said that in my
Yeah.
human history.
2018, bus stop, second one away from the fence.
That is
He
so
said-
bullshit.
He said, and I quote, I was born in the same state as Colby.
Bullshit!
No.
I don't even talk about
No,
Colby.
I'll tell you. No, that's true. But do you know where Colby was born?
Where?
Mildura.
Yeah, you fucking dumbass.
Bro,
You were trying to
Your
viewers.
words,
He
not
was
mine.
he was trying to call me out, even though Colby was born in the same like place as me. You fuckhead.
He was going to say state.
I was gonna say state.
Victoria.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Bloke
he
goes
was.
Queensland. Bloke goes yeah, Queensland. It was fucking same place, literally same place.
Not going to lie, I don't even know where things are in Australia. Not even states.
he's been shut down, called out.
Yeah, Joe's downloaded the Douglas DLC up to his brain.
Proper has.
Actual brain problems. Mental ones, you know? Like,
What the
I'm trying to keep it not abusive.
bloke is
for-
being bloke's trying to downgrade Douglas.
It's all the welding you've been doing, Joe. It's flashed through your
Yeah.
eyes and up into your brain, hasn't it?
I reckon it's all that gelf.
Oh, that's actually
Yeah,
that's actually a great
yeah.
point though. I will
Yeah,
say.
if you look right there, I proper like minced my fucking finger, the index one, with the grinding disc. My dumb
You
ass
are
went
prone
like,
to
oh, it's
accidents, though.
slowing down.
Let's
So
talk
what
about
I-
that for a second.
I tried to stop him.
First off, we had Joe's curse for Saturdays, and now it's just
Oh,
prone to accidents.
every Saturday, Max would get hurt every single Saturday.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
My
You remember you had to
ankle's sore
break
now.
the curse?
If he got injured.
Yeah. So for months, Max was
That's right,
getting
not
hurt
that
on Saturdays.
That's true.
Every fucking Saturday, he was getting hurt. And then one day, Max attempted to hurt me so he would break the fucking curse. And it worked, didn't it?
It actually did.
Yeah.
I haven't hurt myself. in
Fucking
Saturday
nearly
ages.
lost my nail trying to save Max, eh?
It's for a good cause.
You were like choking on fucking your own spew or some
I was
shit.
choking on spew and fish and chips.
And I fucking had to turn him on his side, but as I ran over, there was a big rock on the ground. I kicked it. My nail came up, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" And I was debating in my brain: do I save Max or do I save myself? But I was like, "No, I'm gonna save Max." So I turned you on the side.
And then right after that, I repeated what I did that caused that incident.
Yeah, fucking dickhead.
Wait, is this where you fell out of a tree?
No, this is a different story.
Different
Oh, okay.
story. Yeah, one of many. I've saved him on too many occasions. This cunt.
What, do you want to tell the viewers about this whole story?
Nah,
of
because it's
rambling?
explicit though.
It's got spinach in it,
It's
mate.
got-
Spinach and a gating. People will understand.
Yeah, so we can't really go into
Alright,
detail.
that story's off limits then.
But I will say,
Babbies.
also,
Yeah.
have you ever? This is way off topic, but Max,
agree.
have you ever gone on OnlyFans?
I've sussed it out. Like the free accounts and shit. But,
Oh, so have you made
Joe,
an account?
no offense, mate.
well, you got to make one to suss it out.
Oh.
Oh,
I've never been on
You can't
OnlyFans.
suss
was
out
gonna-
Instagram without making an account.
I
Can
was
you?
gonna say, Joe,
Good
you
point,
seem like the
good
kind of man that would suss him out. Am I wrong?
He's
It was
wrong.
Bella Thorne.
You're.
I was
Oh,
sussing
is
that
it
out.
good? Is
I
Bella
don't know,
Thorne
it was like
good?
2 years ago.
Oh, Bella Thorne. She's like used to be like a big actor, and now she's like a fucking OnlyFans star or some shit now. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of people I know, like from my life, that actually have an OnlyFans now.
Yeah, it's wild, isn't it?
Yeah,
Hey, but you
Gotta
know,
make bank somehow.
gotta
make
make
some
bang.
money,
Money's money, I suppose. But look, in my opinion, I'm not a fan of it. Just saying because, like, I suppose I wouldn't do it myself. I will say because I wouldn't like to show myself like that to the world. But man, I tell you now, if you want to make money and that's how you want to do it, that's fine. Same with same with working in a strip club, I suppose. You know, like everyone can't judge a person for wanting to do that. That's their own opinion and own choice. But OnlyFans, though, it's wild, cunt. Like, fucking, I remember talking to a chick and how much she overturned a month from fucking OnlyFans.
Oh.
It's fucking unreal, eh? Fucking unreal.
Yeah, I bet you wanted to overturn something else too, eh?
I don't know.
Get fucked.
Just, yeah, because I obviously wouldn't do it either, but I don't know, it's one of those things, it's like, obviously, I wouldn't do that, but then I also wouldn't, unless you really need to. Joe, did you ever hop on Centrelink? Or no?
I tried to. I had like $0 in my account. Like,
Because
no
I feel
money,
like
no
it's just
job.
one of those things where, obviously, if you
And they said I
need...
was ineligible.
If you need the dole money, you
yeah.
can jump on it. But I feel like it's one of those things that once you do it, you
can't
can't
go
say.
back.
Well, you can't say that. Oh, I've never done this before.
Mm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like one of those things. Obviously, OnlyFans could be anything. Could be mild photos, or it could be full-on pornography. But you know, if you were a porn star, once you've gone and fucking uploaded all your videos, right?
You can't.
You can't say that I've never done it before.
Well,
because it's out
I
there
think.
forever, so.
But you know what scares me? I think the fact that like now you're not very exclusive. Like you could go to have sex with a guy and he knows exactly what he's looking at. Like he knows what he's already seen you basically. Not only that, like it could be. I'm saying in a chick's perspective, by the way.
Yeah.
I thought I'd clear that up. Just thought I'd clear that up. But now no, but like if you think about it as well, like if it comes down to it, you know, like you could walk down the street as a woman. Or if you're a dude and you have OnlyFans or whatever, and like people would be looking at you that probably have seen it and look at you with like,
is it pink?
sexual intentions? Is it pink?
Whoa, this guy.
That's the question, not for the world, I tell you that, and especially that I don't have a woman's vagina. Thanks, Max.
Carl, it is 2023. You can't be dissing yourself like that.
I'm
You can
not a
have the
fucking
chance.
transgender, you cunt. Get fucked.
Show it now. Show it.
But
Go on.
yeah.
I ain't whipping it out
Show
to
us
the
your man
world.
pussy, you bitch.
Get fucked. But yeah, no, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, remember
Yeah.
that famous porn star went on the news to talk about how she felt like she'd be sexualized
Oh, well, that
every
was
time
long,
she.
right?
Yeah, well,
no,
like-
it was Mia Khalifa, I think. it
Like
was.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's who it was. But
Yeah.
yeah, like me and Cole said, obviously, if you want to make your money, you make it however you
yeah,
want.
yeah.
You know, if you want to go out,
It's
and-
just no. Here's to
Money's
them.
money.
Here's to them. They've got a lot of fucking balls to go do
Hey,
that
here's the other side
because
of
it's
it.
a lot to put up
Is-
with as well.
Yeah, you know, like it's one of those things that once you've done it. But also, here's the thing: you can't hate on them either because they're making money. Good on them. You do it however you want to do it. But also, there's people that are paying them. They get their money somehow.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
so they might be uploading videos, photos, whatever it is, but they make their money somehow, which means that some people are paying them. So
Well, at least you're making money. That's what I like to say. At least you're
Yeah.
trying to support yourself in that way. You know, like
well, you know, like someone's paying them, however, whatever it is, monthly or whatever it is. So
the question is, would you date someone that had that, or would you feel like you would have a good relationship if you knew everyone else got to see her like that?
I mean, if she's shouting shit for me, then yeah.
Joe's there for the
Sugar
hand.
mama.
How much
He
money
wants a
they make.
sugar mama.
Would you? Would
No, you
date someone
first.
that had
You
an
first.
OnlyFans? Well,
That was my
obviously,
question to you.
obviously, I'm taken already.
Yeah.
But if I wasn't, no, I wouldn't. To be honest, no.
Yeah.
No, I was raised Christian, so
thing
my
in the
belief is
mind of a
very
gold digger.
Well, that's
Very,
something I
um,
generally.
preserved. But
Uh,
no, I'm taking man.
I agree with
Yeah.
like a lot of viewers don't like Andrew Tate, but there's one that's one of the things I agree with. Just because to me, I would like my woman to be exclusive to me. You know, like not every fucking person's seen her, and I don't want everyone
Yeah, and
looking at
as-
her like that.
As you are exclusive to her.
To
you know?
exactly
These are
right.
both your own.
Because then
special
it
partners.
feels-
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It feels like she's mine. You know, not like she's mine and everyone else's as
Yeah.
well. You know, but like I said, that's each to their own. Everyone can do what they want. But on topic of Andrew Tate, I know there's a lot of viewers out there that don't like Andrew Tate or don't agree with what he says, and a lot of
It's
people.
like 50-50, I gotta
Yeah,
say.
but I
Like say stuff that makes sense, and other stuff is like
there are some
Just
stuff where I
like-
go, Andrew Tate, like, what the fuck did you say? But there's a lot of stuff where I go, hang on, that's quite a good point he's made there. And I like to say a lot with the AI, how much that is advancing, and like people good at snipping stuff that they can twist his words. But a lot of what he says is actually quite insightful. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
what's one you've heard, Adam, from Andrew Tate that you sort of hits you in the heartstrings? You know what I mean?
Well, I like even just his story, because some people, like, I don't know where it was from. I just saw one clip with, that's who it was. That guy, True Geordie, was saying that the Tate brothers came from money. Do you know True Geordie? The big,
Nah.
he's the British fella, bald guy with a beard.
The guy that lied about saying they came from money when they were completely poor.
So, he said they came from money when they didn't. And everyone's got to
Yeah.
love a story of people coming from nothing to making it, And
Yeah, it just gives you a sense of hope that you can do the same as well. You know,
Yeah.
and that's what I like
Well,
about
it's always
Andrew
a good-
Tate.
When
It's-
they
yeah,
literally
good
on a
tale to hear.
survival show talking about how like they're like poor as fuck
Yeah, yeah.
and they're surviving like a can of beans or some shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Being
that's
they've
right,
done
yeah.
that.
Like, I know a few fellas who, even now, they're roughing it, but they've got big dreams of, making it big in their careers and whatever they're doing.
Well, it's
You know,
it's
All
like
the best to them.
it's like us, for example. You know, we're not the richest people out there, and you know, if we like this podcast to become something special and something famous, but a lot of people look at this and go, "Oh, they're just people trying to get money." But I
Yeah.
just see this as something that I enjoy doing, and I like in entertaining people as well. You know what I mean? Giving
it's something good to do with spare time as well, rather than just wasting it, And
Yeah, that's why it's called No Time Wasted.
Yeah, we said this in the last one, So we went over it, but yeah, this is why we call it No Time Wasted, is because at least something to do. You work for 8-9 hours, you come home, we do a bit of this. Takes us maybe a day or two to put it together. Hopefully it looks alright, and then we send it back out so you guys can watch it. It just gives
I'll
you guys
say
something to do.
Something I
just
saw
to
with
listen
Andrew
to as well.
Tate was, like I said, because he gives you a sense of hope. You know, he gives you a sense of dreams,
Go
and
on.
you feel like you can, you feel like you can make it in this world. You know, because it is a hard world. Like
Yeah.
tax is huge. Like Max, you probably get taxed heaps as well. Like I get taxed.
Oh,
He's
I'm
on
on it.
apprentice wage.
Oh,
I get
yeah.
taxed like $43. It's still a huge chunk of my pay.
Oh, well, would it be nice to have money not get taken out of your account for everything? And I suppose
Shits,
I
man.
understand that, but the thing that doesn't make sense to me is, okay, you pay registration on a car you own, you pay, and if you look at your registration, there's like things like CCV tax and all this sort of stuff, but you pay tax on a car you own with fuel that's being taxed that you're paying for as well, eating the food that you've ingested in your body while you're driving this car that is also taxed, with the water you're drinking that's taxed, on a road that gets taxed, with street lights above you that's taxed as well.
What are you yapping about? Who's taxing the street lights?
No. I'm meaning like
The water
everything, every bit of taxpayer money that you're paying for, which is because it's obviously coming out of your account for
Yeah.
tax, is going into those things. But not only that, like how much heavily taxed, everything is. Do you know what I mean?
That's how the country has to make its money, mate.
I understand that in a circumstance, but it sucks because if you look at how the American economy is going, their tax is a lot lower. And I know
America's fucked.
a lot of people go they don't have a good healthcare system, but back when Trump was around, he was creating a very good economy with a good healthcare
Trump
system.
2024.
Absolutely,
Vote, yeah,
Trump's
America.
Trump's amazing. I've
We've
always
got an
supported him for
advocate.
many years, but
Yeah, well, fuck, what was I going to say? Yeah, something about... Oh, that's right. You said America and their troublesome healthcare. Yeah, about Australia, though. Once bloody... we had... What's that thing? Medicare. And it used to all get bulk billed and all this and that, but now they charge you $80 every time you want to go to the doctor. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
At least
It's not going to be easy
You gotta
under
go-
Albanese. Douglas Ranger will know that one. when he
That
watches
new
this.
one, the new one, if you do get bulk billed like that, is actually Bupa is what you want.
Who the fuck is Bupa?
Bupa is like Medibank, but it's different in the sense, and they do the same. They, you pay for like a subscription sort of thing, if that makes sense.
It's a private health.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'll say one thing too on everything. If everyone looks at the news and everyone knows about
Yeah.
this as well, Coles and Woolworths overturned $2 billion in revenue, okay? Which is unreal, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
the cunts were fucking greedy.
Yeah, well, okay, if you're overturning that much profit in one financial year, why can't you fucking lower the cost of food? You kidding me? And it was on the news as well that they also got, like, basically sort of told off by the Farmers Union, the fact that they were selling produce to Coles and Woolworths, and then Coles and Woolworths would, you know,
Just make more profit.
will
off it.
market up their prices by like at least 10-20%. So,
Yeah.
you know, they would sell them, let's just say, you know, Jim was selling them like
It's true.
4 steaks, okay? And the
Yeah.
4 steaks, he sold them to them for $4. Then they were selling them to everyone else in the local economy and, the you know, for like $15.
Yeah.
Do you know?
If you always hear about how the farmers aren't getting enough as well. getting
Exactly
paid back
right.
enough, so.
It's true.
But
I've got a
how
friend
can you
who's in farming
claim
business.
it's a food shortage and it claim that, you know, we have to raise the prices because we need to slow down how much produce people are buying, and you're overturning $2 billion? Like, come on.
Yeah,
Come
where's it all
on.
going?
If
Yeah.
you wanted
Where-
to slow down produce, wouldn't you make less produce?
It's a good point, but yeah. No, but like, you
Make things
understand
more
what I mean? Like,
vegetarian or
why
some shit.
can't you lower the cost of food if you're talking about how, you know, the business or they were struggling on the stock market, yet they're overturning
Yeah.
$2 billion. What do you want about? How are you struggling?
Mm.
You know?
I like-
Wouldn't it be nice to have at least $1
Well,
million? That would be
They
great.
can't pay rent for their $2
You know
billion
what,
house.
um,
That's why.
You know what really shits me though is, like you said, obviously food prices going up too. But have you seen house prices?
Oh,
So you can see there's always them charts you see everywhere, and it's like the wages back in the 70s compared to house prices, and then
Yeah.
it shows what now or whatever it was, 80s, 90s, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was like
to
10K
now.
or some shit.
Yeah, so there's obviously houses were cheaper, but obviously they got paid less. But there's a ratio to it, and
Yeah.
it's so skewed right now. So the wages for people haven't gone up that much, but the house prices have shot through the sky.
it's not
It's fucking unreal.
in that sense. There's a lot of factors that go into it, but like obviously when they try to raise the price of things and tax things more, they try raise your wage to level out, so it levels out the same.
Yeah, you would hope so, but
But-
that's not the case.
But the issue that they've got right now is they're raising the interest rate. So a lot of people are struggling because they're raising the interest rate by 5, 7, 10%, which is ridiculous. Because if you work out, let's just say you took out a loan for 10 grand and you got 3 years to pay it off, and the interest rate is 7,000, you'll end up paying like a double that, like 20,000 in
Yeah.
by the end of
Oh,
it.
and
And
depending which one you
accumulative
pick
fees.
too, the interest rate can change.
And this
depending
is
on the
where
economic
people are
value.
struggling because, one, why do you... Look, the point of raising the interest rate is actually to slower the economic, like, spending and that sort of stuff. You know, the economic activity. If interest rate is high and people got to spend more money on their home loans, they're less likely to put money back into the economy, which is stupid. It makes no sense in my opinion. I can sort of understand, but I'm like, why would you want the economy to slow down?
I'm trying to understand what you just said. I'm fucking lost.
Paul's out here saying, can we talk about the social and economic state of the world right now, please?
Get out of it.
What's his name?
Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith over here.
Oh my God! Like, can we talk about like the political and economic state of the world right now?
Yeah.
Get out of it.
Playing Reese's with his friends.
Can we please talk about the economic state of the world right now?
Get out of it.
Go
No,
to-
but that takes me back to Andrew Tate, because what he's saying with a lot of things that he says is he's talking about the hardships of the world and how the world is actually getting harder, and it's harder and harder for people to actually have a lot of money. And they say that an average Australian's going to need to overturn 100,000 to 300,000 in a couple of years just to own a fucking house,
Yeah, I
which is
saw that.
ridiculous.
I
but-
agree with you on that one, eh?
But yeah, Andrew Tate gives people hope. And look, a lot of stuff I don't agree with, but a lot of stuff I do. Like, you know, it feels like in this world, and I feel like that's something that everyone was taught, is it's a man's responsibility to be making the money and making sure there's food on the table and making sure there's a lifestyle. Because when I, in the future, you know, if I get married and that sort of stuff, I want my wife to not have to work.
I feel secure.
I love for my wife to be able to watch and look after my kids and raise them to be amazing, and while I work the hard yards, because that's just the way I was taught and that's the way I was raised. And look, hands down to women for, you know, going out there and trying to be
Taking a stand.
independent, and you know, I agree, you know, women doing great, but that's just the way men are programmed, and there's no disgrace against women. That's just the way men are, you know. They feel like that's their
It's
role.
like a built-in competition drive that we got, you know.
Yeah.
Like if Adam's like, you know, he does 10 push-ups, like, yeah, you know, I can do 13. Like,
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
built-in
yeah.
drive to make people want to be better. You know, there was a question that someone I watched on, I think it was Instagram anyway, but they were like, oh, men just look for women's, you know, asses and tits and stuff like that, or men just like, you know,
men
why
just
did my
wanna just
yeah,
use them
but
too
that's
much.
that's not it. Like, men actually look for a pretty respectable woman, or someone that they can connect with emotionally more than actually that. You know, that is an aspect. But something I also saw as well was this lady asked, why is my husband taking my boyfriend taking so long to marry me? We've been together for 5 years, and you know,
It's pretty
I
much
asked
that.
him and he said no, because the guy, you know, if you think about it, when a guy doesn't feel economically stable, they feel like they haven't achieved enough yet to be able to be good enough for this person. Do you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know? Like, it's something you must think about all the time too, Adam. You think about, I want to get this money, I want to be at this point where I don't have to look at my fucking bank account every
It have
fucking
to
week.
be if you
Yeah,
if
because you
gonna
got to
get
think
married,
about
get in the
their
house and
wedding
that.
cost and shit. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
no, you're right. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So, wouldn't you agree, Max, that you'd want to be having plenty of money coming in because wedding costs, and you
Yeah.
probably will want to try and put a loan down for a house if that's what you want to do, and
That's the
you want to be
plan.
on good wages. So yeah,
Well, that's what I'm scared about with, like, obviously, you know,
Boy
having
like
kids
boys.
and stuff like that at a
Well,
younger
yeah.
age, because I feel like I'm not at that economic state yet to be able to support a family.
what
you
does
know?
the guest think, Joe? When would you, preferably, Joe, in a perfect world, when would you like to try and, you know, settle down,
Start
have
a
a
family.
Yeah, when
I
would you?
reckon around.
Right now.
What are you trying to say?
No. Yeah.
Nah, I would say like around like 26, maybe.
mid-
Exact age
28,
that I was
you
thinking
know?
as well. Yeah. Yeah.
Because that way you've pretty much had your fun
It
years,
all-
and you go into your 30s.
Yeah,
You're like,
you're getting a bit
yeah.
more mature,
let's
aren't you?
go.
Yeah.
And I think it also mainly depends, not exactly on, you know, being in the later age towards 30s, but just
Yeah.
the money. You know, if I had heaps of money, if I was a millionaire, you know, I would happily, you know, maybe start having kids and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, 'cause
But-
you got to bet on your account first to be
You-
like financially secured.
Because you don't want to bring a kid into a world where it's
Well, they've
going
gotta
to
be
have a hardship,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's something that I agree with that Andrew talks a lot about as well. So
We'll see if that actually goes to plan though. We never know.
this guy,
You just got to keep up your prayers. Keep
we're
going
still
to
waiting
church.
on the
I've not chose, like, 2 years.
upcoming
Ooh.
events that'll be coming in a couple of years, eh, Adam?
What
The
upcoming
rapture.
event? Zane Bruce.
Zane Bruce returns. Zane Bruce and his misso getting married.
Yeah,
eh?
Zane Bruce.
We're mainly talking about
This is
someone
news
else.
to me.
What do you
is
mean
this?
news?
No, we're just bullshitting. We're just bullshitting.
Oh.
No, that hasn't
They actually had me there. I'm like, what the fuck? No way he's getting married.
Nah.
Zane
Oh.
Bruce.
We're, as viewers, you may be wondering why we keep swapping, changing topics. This is just a Mexican Wild session, we call it. Just all
Yeah,
the
it's all over the
thoughts that
place.
come in his brain. Mex was telling me a crazy... Okay, this is a funny story. We were sitting on
Which one?
a chair looking up at the stars one day, and obviously it was a party, so we're having a couple of drinks, and Mex said to me, he goes, I have a conspiracy about lightning, you know? And I'm like, what do you mean? And you're like,
What is this?
you should tell
Come
your
on.
conspiracy.
Yeah,
It's so
you know how,
good.
like people believe this whole simulation on the planet and like everything we see is fake and all that. And then I'm just thinking off into this
So it's just gonna get.
We're gonna ignore that. So I was staring off into the distance, and then I'm like thinking, lightning. Like it could be like lag in the world in the simulation. Little fraction of time for us to escape. And we're like,
And when he
Get there.
said that to me, I like, mind you, we were pretty far gone, but
yeah, it
I
sounds,
was
it
like,
sounds stupid
what
now,
the
but-
fuck? That's unreal. And
Yeah,
what was the other one? You said a portal to
Like
another
a-
dimension.
yeah. Like it could be like a 0.1 chance you could get in there.
And I'm like, Max, you should low-key try it.
Yeah, I'll just casually fly planes with lightning. You know,
Yeah.
just swim in that fucking electricity.
And then he proceeded to talk about Nephilims and everything, eh, Max?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is a Nephilim?
Oh,
When
Nephilim
fallen,
looking ass.
when pretty much fallen angels interbreed with human females and make giants called Nephilim. It's in the Bible, bro.
There
it
you
is.
go.
It's actually in the Bible,
Bible.
yeah.
I must have skipped that part.
It's
No,
true. I was
no.
there for it. I saw the whole thing, bro.
But did you see that conspiracy? The fact that like there was a couple of army soldiers, okay, and they went to some part in
a cave in
Afghanistan. Yeah, and they said they went in there and they saw what they could describe as a Nephilim.
This
and-
giant was Ranga, by the way. He had a Ranga beard.
You want to tell a story? Nah. You know it more than me. Nah. Come on, Max.
I only know the key points. I don't know the whole story.
Well, okay, so anyway, they enter this cave, okay? And they see what's called the Nephilim. And the first guy starts shooting. Do you remember they was shooting the giant? And the giant, like, basically grabbed him and crushed him. Okay?
It's true, I was there.
And how these army soldiers accredited, they never lie. And they said that it got shut down within a second, basically. This giant was bloody taken out and taken away in a helicopter, remember that?
Yeah, there's a photo of it actually.
Yeah, and there's actually
yeah,
a photo.
keep in mind, this giant speared one of the soldiers. Like, speared in the
Yeah.
chest. Picked him up like a little kebab.
It's same with people that in America forever believe Bigfoot. But there was actually scientific research to show that there was a woman that was of abnormal size. She was really tall, really hairy, okay? And this is how the story went. She was really tall, really hairy, and there was a couple of... This is way back in early American days. A couple of people wandering the forest going hunting, and they found and discovered this abnormal sized woman. Anyway, they did cruel things to this woman, and
Was
she
this
gave...
the one that was chucked in the freak show circus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her son was put up for adoption, and then they say they have videos as well of this really tall guy that could, on his wedding day, picked up the table with his teeth.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. He was that abnormally strong, and he was a very large person.
So you tell me this bloke's head was like a watermelon pretty much.
He was massive, like massive. Do you know that guy? You see that guy that like way back in the 80s, 90s, or whatever that.
Arnold
You know what I'm talking
Schwarzenegger.
about? That
Andre.
really, yeah.
Andre.
Yeah.
He was apparently supposed to be a descendant of that person as well.
Mm.
Yeah, so you can sort of understand, like,
What about Shaq? He's pretty big for his size.
he's just a very fucking tall dude.
Yeah, tall.
Yeah.
I was gonna say comment, but it's not church appropriate.
Mike's got to stay church appropriate, don't you?
Gotta stay PG.
Adam, do you have any conspiracies that you feel like you sort of believe in?
I
Surely.
don't know, man. Like, there's obviously some that seem... It's more like... I feel like we discussed it all in episode 2, I'm pretty sure. All the conspiracies. We kind of went over it and all the different thoughts about it all. Because, yeah, there's nothing that comes to my mind that really stands out.
Oh, I've got way too many. I've got way too many conspiracies that I can 100% agree with.
Yours is just Bermuda Triangle.
No.
everyone sinks.
I actually have one genuine one. Did you see? It's been coming up a lot lately, that MH17 or whatever it was. How they have like infrared footage of it, and then they have also the radar, and it like just popping off the radar, and they could sense other aircrafts around that missing plane.
What if it's just those black boxes that come with? They don't have radio signals, eh?
Black boxes.
Yeah, don't you know?
People say that it was actually aliens that fucking came
Each
in.
airplane has a black box that records all the information. So if everything
Oh, that
goes
too.
down,
Yeah.
they're like, yo, pepperoni man just like
That had no
Messed up.
information on it.
oh. Yeah,
How
pretty sure.
unreal is that? At one point, it just disappeared. Just like it got to a point in the sky, and then the aircraft just disappeared.
I have the answer to this.
Couldn't be
They
picked
were
up in any
struck by
airspace.
lightning. They disappeared. Different dimension.
Max is
Yeah.
making a new conspiracy linking
He's
the two.
Yeah, he's linking it.
Aircraft got hit by lightning, and then new dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alternate reality. There you go. Bermuda
How-
Triangle is
How
a gateway
trippy is
portal
Doctor
to
Strange
different
though?
Earth.
Like,
I was born there. Doctor Strange, 1999. Cuba.
no, but like that talks about that, and a lot of people. There was something Joe Rogan said about how he took like those explicit mushrooms, and he said he could witness what was like another dimension. It's same with that guy you were telling me about, Adam. That guy that said he lived a whole lifestyle within like 8 minutes or something.
Yeah, that
like
was Salvia. I'm pretty
Isn't
sure.
that just a normal trip?
Do you want to tell that story?
Salvia.
That was an unreal one. Adam told me
Oh,
this. I never
Salvia.
heard of it
Yeah,
before.
Salvia. So there was some fella who, it was on the Joe Rogan show. I forget what his name is, but yeah, he was
Stories on that.
he was off his head on a drug called Salvia, and he apparently was sitting in the podcast room, and he was in his mind living out I think 2 months of another life. He'd found himself a girl. He was working a job. He was making new friends, and then he all came back to it. Within real life, about 10 minutes passed. In his mind, he'd lived, gone to bed, woken up, gone to work, gone home for 2 months, he said.
Jeez.
Which, that's a real mind.
Do you know
Imagine
how
that.
much that would fuck your whole life up?
Yeah, you just come.
You'd feel like there's a bit of you
just
missing,
wake
wouldn't
up
you?
and you'd be like,
Oh,
what just
you
happened?
imagine how depressed he would have gotten. That could have been like his life in his
Yeah.
own brain.
He lost his wife, his kids,
Kids,
his
everything, yeah.
ideal job, his money.
Yeah, but
Now
like,
he's enjoying
Look, the only
experience.
conspiracy I got, it's not even a conspiracy, it's just a fucking statement. Something's up with deja vu, though. Can't
oh,
Yeah.
say. Yous all get it, eh? Do you get
Yeah.
two, Joe?
all the time. And a lot of people say that it's actually, and they talk about a lot in the Bible as well.
I
the
knew it
fact
was
that
coming, the
talking about the
Bible.
soul, like your soul, when it enters heaven and then you get rebirth. Reincarnation. But they say when you're reincarnated as a little baby, you can you've still got some of the memories from your past life, and then as you get older,
That makes sense.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
But
it's
like,
all fresh, your brain's just fresh.
Well, just deja vu. Like, I'll be
But they
sitting
say
around
that
talking
deja
to some
vu
people,
is-
and then suddenly, you're sitting there talking with them, and then at some point you realise you're like, fuck, I've been here before, and you know what they're about to say, and they say it, and it proves you're right, and you're like,
Bro,
fuck,
that happened.
Well,
to me
they-
I've
one
done this
time.
before.
yeah,
I was going for a swim like this. I think it was in the pool in Palmerston, the
Yeah.
public one
Yeah.
in the rundown community. And I was swimming, and I'm like, wait a minute. I swear I've been in this pool before. Like, this is the first time I've been there. I'm like,
yeah.
back in Darwin, 6 years I had this dream. Before then, it was like 2000 and before 2010s.
He's doing his
Yeah,
maths essentials maths right now.
Yeah.
I failed that.
So did I, mate. It's alright.
Then I went to the community maths. Failed that. I don't think I've been straight up for that, eh?
No, you could have passed it. You just didn't give a fuck. That was the main thing.
Nah,
But yeah, anyway, deja vu occurring.
I'm
Yeah.
shit at maths.
So you were swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was swimming and I'm like diving and doing all this like little kiddie swimming stuff. And then I'm like, wait a minute. I remember being here. Like it was like a pure memory dream, just each detail, each dive, each walk.
Do you know what trips me out? When you
What's
look
that?
at someone and you swear you've seen them before, but you actually haven't.
Mm.
That gets me a lot.
Oh.
I'll tell you the story.
I'll
I had a
tell you about this.
dream, okay? I had a dream about this woman, okay? In my dream, I had spoken to this woman, interacted with this woman, okay? And I saw her in real life. And I've never met this person in my life. How fucking wild is that? I saw in my brain, I visualized this person in my dream because I don't know what it is. A lot of the time when I can remember my dreams really well.
Yeah.
I like to I've been exercising it. I like to do a voice memo of it and I can listen back to it and that like implants it in my brain. But I'd swear I'd seen this woman before. It's same when I like watched a movie for the first time, and I'm getting deja vu about watching it, and I've never watched it before.
Yeah, I used to do that when I was young. My little Diary of Wimpy Kid's journal. Dear journal.
Dear diary.
No diary. Dear journal. I had a dream. It was like with vampires and alien eggs.
Did you ever like steal your sister's diaries? I used to do it just to read, and mum caught me one day reading my sister's diary, and mum flipped. She was like, "You cannot. That is so private." It was so fucking hilarious.
Invasion of privacy.
I did that once. I never did it again. I was only a little kid.
Here's something I gotta say, and I bet you will both agree that some people just have very generic preset faces, don't they?
The default face.
You look easy to draw.
What was that? Zane.
You
Zane's
see-
the default mode. Remember
What is
Zane is built like a default Fortnite skin, eh?
that? No disrespect, Zane.
But
I love you, bro.
you see some people, and they have the same sort of, like, you can see how they are the same shape as someone else. Their face,
Yeah.
the structure.
It's a bit
I've-
weird,
I
but
I've
ain't
seen
that
people that
person.
looks
If
like
you
me.
reference Brentley again, I do not look like fucking Brentley.
Might have to
you
even-
mob and referencing me with every person.
Every
So-
Mexican
So
dude.
I might
with
actually
a
edit
fucking-
this in. So you got Carlos Sainz Jr., Formula 1 racing driver,
That was the first one.
and then you've got Brentley G007,
That's bull fucking shit.
Instagram weight loss enthusiast.
Yeah, apparently I sort of look like.
And then Adam looks like the guy that goes,
um,
that looks like any dude with a fucking nose like this long. He
Oh,
looks like Gru,
violation.
mate. Looks
who's
like
his,
fucking Gru.
who's
Adam
that hairy
Driver.
bloke? Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh.
The hairy bloke, remember him?
Adam does look like Adam Driver. Dead ass.
Bloke.
Wait
Not-
until if Adam shaves his
handsome, eh?
beard off, he would look bare as a fucking monkey ass,
Yeah, it's
mate.
not gonna happen. That's why I'm
It-
growing it.
Have you ever? Do you remember the days you'd see Adam without a? He'd look
Yeah.
like fucking like Dr. Lafario or
Just like,
something.
what?
Like, no, if
like this
anyone,
premature face. Like,
Oh.
it was just
if anyone's seen Camp Lake
Yeah,
Bottom,
premature.
okay, that fucking. Do you remember that guy that wanted to be a bird? A Birdman. I have to fucking find this. We're gonna put this in the video. It's gonna be a photo. This Birdman, Adam looks exactly like him when he used to not have the beard developed, when he just had his mustache.
What?
Fucking hilarious, cunt. But some
Yeah.
people look weird without a beard. I look weird with facial hair, I'd say.
I look like a youngling without a beard.
Yeah, Max de-ages like 30 years.
Yeah.
True.
Same with Adam.
Keep in mind, this has been growing since like late 14s.
Oh, but you shave it all the time, though, mind you. This guy, I remember he
Yeah,
shaved. I remember he shaved like one day, and the next day it was like nearly fully grown again.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's got the
yeah.
stubble going.
It does, yeah.
Well, I finally got this bald patch growing, so that's good.
We might
Remember
have
that?
to. We might have to give you
huge
another
trouble.
haircut sometime, Joe.
We are the.
Honest, eh?
Do you know they call it like the GDA barbers? That's what we are.
Yeah.
Fucking literally just grow max. Never cut hair before, and we do like fresh hair.
I might be able to
yeah,
insert a photo of
His-
our before and
his
after.
profile pic on bloody Instagram. That is what
That's what these
Yeah.
boys are, mate.
before. If you show the before and after, before pre border run, after after fresh Mexican been in America for 40 years now.
Sin City was made for you.
Yeah,
That's
got
what
a
he
taste of
said.
green card. I'm like, damn, son, got to get that drip flowing.
Yeah.
Fix the hair.
Yo, soft hands, bro. You got soft hands. Been working 50 hours a motherfucking day. I love that one. That's fucking hilarious. But anyway, guys, that's all we got time for on the NTW. We
Yeah,
call
we'll
this
probably wrap
the
it up.
Mexican Wild Chats. We call it the Wild Chats. It's just random chats for Mexican.
It's true.
I agree. It was a bit sporadic, and so you might see a few cuts in this one. And if you see them, it's probably because something out of pocket was said.
Yeah,
So-
mostly from me. A little bit of racism here and there. But
Like
racism
calls
never hurt
himself
anyone.
out for fucking racism.
He's getting the hang of the whole disclaimer thing.
Yeah,
so-
Yeah,
yeah.
a
He
little
just
racism
needs-
never hurt anyone. Take
Alright.
World War II, Nazi Germany, for example. He just wants to help his people. Jesus got in the way.
We are definitely cutting
You heard
this.
the man.
No, we should leave this. This would be funny.
It'll
I'm
be
joking,
fine.
guys. That's shits and gigs.
But yeah, so we'll wrap it up for today, and we'll have another episode out for you guys very soon. But with no time,
Time
wasted.
wasted. See you in the next
one.
episode.